You had me at hello.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another day in the life. Man, does it feel weird to say that. I am in the office on a Saturday. I'm here in between when we went to the zoo today with Jason's mom and when Jason's going out tonight with some friends. So I have a bunch of stuff that I designed on Friday that I wanted to go ahead and get started. I wanted to just get it all printed. That way when next week comes, like, we have a lot of stacks of stickers to go ahead and start cutting. We're working on September kits right now, and we've had a lot of issues with jamming with the printers. So, and it's not like an uncommon thing. It's summertime, it's humid, it's been raining a lot, so it is a common thing that we deal with every single summer. But to kind of counteract that, I'm trying to like print stuff ahead of time. That way our day is not delayed because of printer issues. So I'm here on a Saturday. My goal for this day, like for the few hours that I'm going to be here, is I want to print all of, I think it's kit 156, the rest of kit 156, get that printed, stack it all up, have it ready to go for Monday. I also need to cut some customs, so I'm going to do that as well. And then there's a few orders that we were working on Friday that I need to like finish stuff up for. I think a lot of it just has to do with like sticker storage. I need to like pull the disc albums and add our little sticker to it. Things like that, small things, no big deal, but stuff that I wanted to finish. I wanted to quickly say, my whole thought process with Day in the Lives going forward is I want to kind of document like fun new stuff with the shop. So my intention for this specific video was I was going to document the new budget planner replacement sheets coming in and like sharing that, and also kind of announcing that the budget planner was back in stock. But unfortunately the replacement pages have been delayed. They were supposed to get in on Friday and they have not updated and shipping or anything yet. So because I was planning on having this video go up on Wednesday and having that go up, instead I decided I would just share today because I'm here on a Saturday. It's not a common day in the life. So it's something a little different, something that I figured I would share. Once in a while, I'll kind of pop into the office at odd times just to like get a little ahead, and this is a perfect example of like something a little different. So figured I'd document this day with you. I know you guys have been really wanting more Day in the Lives. I totally get it. It's a fun video to watch. I personally like love watching other people's Day in the Lives, so I get it. But again, my thought process is it's probably not going to be a weekly video anymore. It'll just be like once in a while when I feel like really inspired to share something or to document the day. I really love like looking back at previous Day in the Life, so I still want to do it. But if you are missing it and you really want to watch them and like binge them, I would suggest checking out the playlist that I have in my shop. I really love looking back at like when I first started my shop and like when I was studying for the CPA and things like that, because I feel like when you look at these like recent Day in the Lives, it's like, wow, so much has changed. Like, what is it? It's been like 4 years since I finished the CPA, maybe like 5 years actually. But anyway, it's fun to look back and see all of that. So I'm gonna get into printing and cutting and all the things, but I figured I'd just really quickly do like an intro, talk to you guys about today and what you can expect going forward. On Friday, we have September new releases. So if you are interested in checking out the September new releases, make sure you mark on your calendars. That will be on Friday. I'm hoping that I can get a video filmed like showing you all the new releases because I want to get back into doing that. But just kind of keep in mind those will be up on Friday. Super duper exciting. So yeah, let's get into all the printing, all the cutting, all the stuff, and I'll just kind of bring you along as I'm here for a few hours.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I, baby,
So I got a bunch of these all printed for Monday. So we usually split up each kit into 2 days for cutting. The first day is all of the like samplers, the hourly, vertical, brush, date covers, along with the functional, the decorative, clip art, all that fun stuff. And then the second day is all the other kits, the monthly kits, the daily duo kits, compact vertical, all that stuff, because we sell a lot less of those. So here's the little stack. Here is the first day that we have all cut here and ready to go. The only exception is the clip art, because something was wrong with my file and I have to like redo the file in Adobe for this. But I wanted to show you guys, I was able to get all of these printed along with some budget kits as well. But unfortunately, and let me like flip you guys around, I put my hair up because one, it is ridiculously hot in this office. I even turned down the AC, but also it is like really humid and it's making it almost impossible to get anything printed. And I feel like I'm getting really frustrated because I'm trying to like cut customs, I'm trying to print things, I'm trying to like finish up the orders, and I wanted to like film all this for you guys. But again, this is like definitely real life because I've been having so many issues the last few weeks with the printers, and this happens every single summer, so it's not a surprise. But it seems to happen like when you don't want it to happen, and you can probably see I'm getting eaten up by the printers because I'm constantly having to stick my hand in to get jams out. But of course it's the day that I only have a few hours to come in to like get ahead that they're like not working with me. But it's like almost every single printer, when I go to print it, I'll like unjam it, get it restarted, and then it gets jammed again. So I'm just going from printer to printer, digging my hands in the printers, pulling out the extra paper, and like restarting it just for it to happen all over again. And right now we have 8 printers, and almost every single one is having the same exact issue. Some of those are older printers, some are newer, so I know that it has absolutely nothing to do with like the printer and something to do with like the conditions in the office. So I put our dehumidifier on. I normally don't run it because I don't think that it makes that big of a difference, but I'm so desperate. And I also turned down the air to 64 degrees in here because I'm like, something has to change. Like, I just can't keep fighting with these printers. I have ink all over me, I have scrapes. Like, it happens every single summer, and I'm not complaining at all. Owning your own business, there's always challenges, but the printers are just one headache that, like, I swear in the amount of time that I've had my shop, I've never been able to find printers that like work with me. So yeah, anyway, I took a break. Like, I have a few things printing right now, but I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to come back like tonight or tomorrow night at some other time and hope that like if it's cooler in here that we won't have the same issues. So if you have a shop and you have similar issues with printers, let me know what you do in the summertime, because I know there's a few shops that like I'm in contact with or that I know of that have shops like in the South, and I just wonder, like, what do you do when you have a lot of humidity? Like, I don't know how to change it. I need to add more printer paper. Like, it's a joke, honestly, at this point with how much I'm having to run between these. Let's see if I can like put you in here. So yeah, I'm working on that. I was able to cut all the customs, so that is all good to go. And there's only a couple more things that I need to get cut for the orders that we were working on Friday. So I'm gonna really quickly get that stuff printing and hope that my printers will cooperate with those couple of things. I also wanted to talk, so I made myself some customs, and Macy wrote me a little note. She made me some type of like dry erase marker, like eraser, and she put it up there and used some washi tape to decorate it. but I made myself some customs. These are for my budget. So I have groceries, eating out, household, gas, and I have like cars like in parentheses, so I know it's like for my car. I have unbudgeted Sara allowance and Jason allowance. And my thought is with these that I would go ahead and put these in my weekly check-in. So instead of having, I have to concentrate for a second and figure out where I'm at and what I need to print. Instead of like having to write them in all the time, I'm just going to use these and put them in my planner like right when I'm budgeting for the month, and that way it's like all ready to go. My categories never change. They're always exactly the same, so it honestly doesn't make a ton of sense not to put them in. And I mentioned doing that in a video, and then I saw one of my like very loyal subscribers and customers for my shop actually ordered some, and then she like shared her picture on like I think the Instagram group, and it looked really nice. She used the bold scripts, and I'm sorry, I am horrible with names. I cannot remember her name off the top of my head. I'll have to go and look, but I'm using the shadow scripts because I personally like really like these ones, and I think it'll be fun to do something a little different. I use the bold scripts all the time for like my planning, and so I wanted to do something a little different, and I thought this would like kind of stand out on my budget pages. So yeah, I made those, and I'm planning on putting those in my budget planner. I also tried out something a little different. Instead of using the like Dymo labels for my dividers, I'm going to start like printing them and cutting them with the silhouettes or with the Graphtec. And so I made these little labels that will fit on my dividers, and I figured it would be easy because instead of having to like type all of these out on the Dymo label maker like I always have done, I just have to change the numbers for the kits and everything is like ready to go. So I'm trying this out this month for the September kits, and I figure this might save some time. And this is one of those things that like if I'm like really busy with filling orders and cutting stickers and trying to get stuff printed, I could just take this home with some dividers and bring the inventory home and just kind of do it at home while I'm watching TV. It's not something that I have to be at the office for. I'm trying really hard to like, if I have stuff that I can just do while I'm like hanging out and not like a ton of like, you know, I have the cutting machines here. I have to cut stickers here. Orders I have to fill here. Designing I can do anywhere. Putting inventory into dividers I can do anywhere. Like I don't have to be in the office to do that. I could just bring the materials with me home or wherever I'm going to be doing stuff. So I'm trying to just figure out things that I can do like when I have a little bit of downtime, and not like not have to like waste time here, if that makes any sense. It's not wasting time, but I just feel like I can do it at some other point in time if I need to. So I just printed the two things that I need to cut, like print and cut for the rest of the order. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get that going. I wanna try out and see how these divider things will work. So I have these are old ones. I just pulled from the old inventory. We're gonna remove all of them anyway, so it doesn't make sense to like keep them in there right now. So I just take the old one off, and you could tell these are like super flimsy because I've been using them and reusing them a bunch of times. So this is for kit 155, and I'm just gonna put that on and then I'll show you guys how it looks. So it fits perfectly. The only difference between this and like my old stuff is you can tell those are on clear labels, but honestly it doesn't make a difference to me. Like I feel like this is gonna save me so much more time, and as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I feel like I'm trying to just figure out things that make sense both financially and time-wise. Like we need to think smart on certain things, and so I feel like this is one way that we can save a lot of time for ourselves by doing that. So that is another thing that I've been kind of working on behind the scenes, trying to figure out, make sure that like we're doing, I I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. And that's definitely one of those cases where it's like totally true, because there's no need to make, like, to type all of that stuff out like a million times when all you have to do is change the kit number. Like, that is an instance where working smarter, not harder is 100% true. Here is the main, like, kit colors for September. It's kind of like a maroonish purplish color, and once you see the main kit for the month, you're gonna understand why that is. But I'm obsessed with this kit. I feel like it's total fall vibes. Like, I don't know, I just love it so much. So that's kind of the theme, or the like color combo that we're going with for September. So I'm gonna stick this in here. Jason's still doing all the cutting on the silhouettes for the budget kits, so I'm gonna have these ready for him. There's a bunch of like budget kits that he can work on when he comes in on Monday, and then we can also, when I come in, work on cutting the budget kits, or not the budget kits, my goodness, work on cutting all of the like weekly add-ons, all that type of stuff. So yeah, I have this stuff going right now. We just needed some extra weekly kits for August. So I'm gonna get these things. Sorry, I keep moving back and forth. This is real life though, like back and forth. Here we go. That's what I'm constantly doing, is moving all over the place. So I'm gonna get these going on the silhouettes. Like I mentioned, we're still cutting all of the budget kits on the silhouettes for the time being, just because honestly, I haven't had a ton of time to like transition them over. And one thing that's kind of a bummer about switching them over is that I have to make all new files for the, like for Adobe. And every single month when you make a like September budget, October budget, you have to change that up. So it's always like every single month having to change it, and it's not a big deal. I can do it, but it's just one more thing, you know, that you have to like remember to do, and I have to download it. So one more thing. So let me get this other kit that we need going, and then we will be able to finish up those last bit of orders. And I still have a couple things printing for September, so we'll stick around for a little bit longer. But honestly, after dealing with the printing fiasco, like, I am ready to go home. I am ready to go home. I'm tired. I also didn't mention, but Jason and I went on a date last night, and we got back. So like I was saying, we went on a date last night. Jason's mom like volunteered to watch The Girl, so we went to see a movie. We saw No Hard Feelings, and that was such a good movie. So if you can go see it, like, I definitely recommend going to see it. And then we went out to dinner, but we got back pretty late, so I'm like tired from that. And then we also went to the zoo today and did a bunch of walking around. So I just feel like in general, I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I just want to chill and like relax for the rest of the night. So anyway, I'm gonna keep these things going, cutting all of that, and then I'll pop back in a little bit and let you guys know like what else I'm working on, wrapping things up here. So I'm about to head out, but I wanted to show you guys everything that I was able to get printed, because it was a struggle, but we still got some stuff printed. So these are restocks that we need for August, so those are here. We got a good chunk of September budget kits here. I still have some stuff queued up and ready to go for printing, but I'm gonna have to do that probably like tomorrow morning or tomorrow night, because the printers are just not working. I thought that if I started this guy, this is actually the dehumidifier that we had at our old house that we had in our basement, and I thought if I started this that it would help a little bit, but I have been trying to print a couple other things and it's just not working. So I'm going to keep the temperature low here, and I'm going to keep that thing going, and I'm hoping that when I come tomorrow, if I come tomorrow night or super early in the morning that it'll be like chill enough in here where it won't be an issue. Right now, the problem is the sun comes in so hot. So even though it's set, the temperature's set super low, it's still like really hot in here. So yeah, anyway, I'm hoping I can get more stuff designed tonight, and also that I'll be able to like print more stuff tomorrow. I have the Graphtec going right now with the clip art. I was able to fix that whole setup, so I'm gonna have that go just because that was like one last thing that was supposed to be finished on Friday for that kit, but obviously I didn't fix it that day. And then I have my little work backpack right here, and I'm actually gonna bring home some dividers and the little divider labels that I cut for myself, just to like replace them and get them ready. I was thinking about bringing all the kits that we've already cut, because we have like a whole kit cut and then half a cut kit, and I'm like, oh, half a kit cut. And I'm like, oh, I'll just like, you know, fix the dividers, count everything if anything needs to be counted, and then put it away. But I mentioned this in my video that I think you guys will see the day before this, but I got a moped during my little break from filming, so I didn't really talk about it a ton, but I rode it here, and that is the one downside of having a moped and driving it to the office, is that I have limited space. So let me switch you around and show you guys what it looks like. These windows are super dirty from the outside, but hopefully you'll get a good idea of what this looks like. I wonder if it's gonna show up. It's a cute little Honda Metropolitan, and it's like a light blue color. I know you can kind of see it from here, but let me actually, I'm gonna switch you guys around and try and show you guys from the other window, because it's really cute. It's such a cute moped, and I don't know, I think it'll be fun to share it in this video, especially because I drove it today. And it's the reason, yeah, there you go. Let's see, can I get it with these blinds? There it is, super duper cute. It's like a light pale blue color, and it's only, I think, this is 50cc, so there's like no motorcycle license requirement or anything with it. You don't have to switch gears, but it has been like my new favorite little toy during the summertime, and I love it because, whoa, let's not do that. My goodness, am I zooming even closer? This is embarrassing. You would think that I've been doing YouTube for long enough that I would know how to do this. What was I gonna say? It's like my new favorite toy. I love to use it, but it does limit what you're able to bring with you. And so I have like a little storage compartment underneath, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit like a whole bin in there without smashing it, so I'm just going to wait. I'm planning on coming again like sometime tomorrow to work on stuff, just again to get a handle of everything, because I know the printers are just being a pain in the butt right now, and I don't want to lose any time here when, like, you know, we have lots of stuff, like we have orders that can go out, we have lots of little projects that we want to work on to try and like streamline the order filling process. My to-do list is like non-stop, so I figured might as well just get some of this stuff done. And we have new releases on Friday, so it's like we need to have this stuff printed and cut and like going in order to like get to that point where we can release everything. So I think we'll be fine, but I think it is important that like we get a handle on the printing and cutting and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna pack this up in my little work backpack. I'm still using the same one that I showed you guys a while ago, so I'm just gonna add that to my little backpack, and I think I'm gonna get going. Like, everything is good. I'll probably just leave that cutting machine going as it is. So yeah, that is a little bit of my day. It's almost 7 right now, and I got here I think a little bit before 5, so I've been here for 2 hours, and it's kind of sad to think that like I only got a part of what I wanted printed, and I basically got nothing else accomplished. Yeah, it's just the struggle with printers during this time. It's like this every single year. I remember when I had my friend Laura and my brother working with me in Jason's parents' house. Was that like 2 summers ago? Yeah, 2 summers ago. It was super frustrating because we would have these issues with the printers, and like I legit could not print enough to keep them like cutting, because the printers like would jam after every single thing. And so there were some days where I'm just like, I guess you guys aren't gonna cut, like I can't get things cutting, or I can't get things printing. It was super frustrating, and it led me to like the whole research and trying to figure out different printers, which just wasted more time because I could never find anything. So yeah, I know it's like a short season of time where like this happens, and it happens every year. It's not something that I'm like concerned about, because I know just like, you know, hopefully getting in here early or coming late at night when it's not as hot will help. But it's a pain in the butt, especially when you're like, okay, I have a couple free hours, I'm gonna get like proactive and get some stuff done, and it doesn't work out. So anyway, thank you guys so much for coming along with me during this little odd day. I'm hoping very soon we'll have the replacement pages for the budget planner, and I can hopefully film another video for you guys kind of showing you that, showing you, like I was saying, I'm hoping that we get the replacement pages like very soon, and I can film the whole process of like receiving them, and like making sure they click in okay, and then also reintroducing the budget planners to the shop. I've had so many people reach out to me wanting to pick them up, and like a lot of like really panicked people being like, please tell me they're not gone already. And we don't have a ton, but we do have some remaining. And so as soon as we get those replacement pages in, we will make those available, and you know, you'll be able to pick up the budget planner. Yeah, it's a bummer that we like ordered the sample, and that like there were issues that were not in the sample that were in the budget planner. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I don't have it with me right now, so I can't show you, but go check Instagram, go check Facebook. I posted all about it. There's basically like 2 monthly pages that have minor printing issues, and I don't know if a lot of people would have even noticed them, but I realized what was going on, and I reached out to the manufacturer as soon as I noticed it, and I was like, hey, this is not acceptable. Like, planner people are really specific about their planners, and I had a little pushback from them. Like, they're like, oh, it's not a big deal, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, like, you buy a budget planner, you buy a planner, and you expect it to be like with no issues. And so we were able to come to this like replacement page solution, which I think is a great solution. But yeah, I'm bummed that it happened in the first place, because like I said, when I'm like creating stuff, when I'm coming up with like ideas for sticker storage, for the budget planner, whatever, like I am very on top of getting samples, testing it out, making sure everything is perfect before like you guys even know it's happening. And so for that to happen was just a huge bummer, and I'm like, oh, because I felt like, you know, when you're going through the process of finding a manufacturer and like formatting everything for that manufacturer and doing the whole thing, like you get this relationship. And I was like, if they're not willing to like fix their mistake, that completely destroys our relationship. Like, I just feel like you have to have a good relationship with someone when you're like purchasing so many items, and when you're coming up with something like this important that you're like making available to your customers. So anyway, I'm really glad that they were able to make this a solution, and that we were able to fix it. So I'm just excited for it to come in, and for us to be able to like make the planners available again for you guys, and for those of you guys who want the replacement pages, to have those available so you guys can get those. So all of that stuff. But anyway, I have talked so much in this video, and I know Jason is waiting for me to come home, so I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life. I know that you guys are wanting more of them, so I will definitely try to make as many as possible going forward. But in the meantime, like I said, definitely check out some of the older day in the lives. I feel like it's super fun to see like how things are now compared to how they were. And I've been trying to come up with some new like videos regarding like planners and how I'm using certain things that are available in the shop, so definitely check out those videos as well. And other than that, I will see you guys in another video. And again, make sure that you check out all of the September budget kits and weekly kits. Those will be up on Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go.